Hey yo, what is up, everybody? It is the King Hitman here, and since we are getting a new DOKKANFEST Raditz, I figured this is kind of an apropos, I guess, like a fitting video to do. We have the low class warrior team. I think Raditz will lead low class warriors. Gosh, I think he will because I can't see any other teams he could possibly lead. Now, I did bring two Raditzes on this team. Like, this whole team is Goku family centric. This guy, I'd never, like, really loved this guy as much as some other people did. Like, I felt like he was mad overrated. I brought him into SBR, and even when he had his ability active, if he wasn't stunning the enemy and he ended up taking damage, he with that like 50% mitigation, he took so much damage. In extreme tech SBR, he took so much damage. So I really didn't like that guy. However, here we are right now. We're gonna use him on a rotation with the Great Ape EZA Raditz on global. It just dropped on JP. I think they purposely, of course, gave it to global early is one thing, and then of course they gave it to JP right before this Raditz is dropping. I think Raditz will. There's a possibility. Oh, you know what might be a good one? Raditz might be lead like I well, this isn't a great leader skill, but just for the sake of conversation, Raditz might lead Saiyan Saga and low class warrior, and then give an extra 100 or 100 an extra 30% to pure Saiyan maybe, or maybe it should be he gives Saiyan Saga and I don't know, man. That's why it's so weird because I don't think Raditz would leave Goku family. Like, do you guys? Let me know down below. Whatever y'all can come up with, bro. I'm all for hearing y'all out. Like, I have no idea what they're gonna do with Raditz. Of course, the rotations were terrible, but this event isn't exactly giving us problems yet. This is the second to last stage of Infinite Dragon Ball history on global. So this is gonna be a decent run. Like, we're gonna have a bit of a problem here. I was scared to take this team into the final stage, this grade 8 power stage, because I know I don't know that, like, some of these guys are gonna be taking supers from Gogeta, right? So I didn't want to play around with it. How much from a super? I don't think we'd take a lot. Oh yeah, we're fine, we're fine. So we're still taking nothing from here. His super attack is really good though. I wonder what they're gonna do for his super attacks on this Dokkan Fest TUR. But yeah, Raditz is on decent categories. Pure Saint. Crazy. Man only shares 3 links with his little brother. That's sad. Let's do that. And that's fine. Now Raditz here, Grade 8 Raditz, has 173k defense, no support. He does raise defense on super attack. So he's not putting up baby numbers. He's putting up legitimate numbers, right? So we can. I mean, that wasn't the craziest, right? That the bar is much higher than a 2 million attack stat. AGL Bardock as a leader is so bad. It's one thing when you have a Ginyu type character who's, you know, not a great leader, but he's such a great individual unit. And then you have I love him, man. I love him. But then you have the AGL Bardocks of the world, which are neither. Like, it's sad. It sucks to see. We're not gonna use his active skill. I hate the fact that they don't link up so much. This episode of they should have different names. Like, I get why they don't, but come on, man. He needed something. He needed somebody to link with. He needed a friend. It would have been nice if they gave him that, and they just my man's, he'll never be great. They sometimes they just don't want a Bardock unit to be the best unit in the game, and I don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, Bardock is an outdated lead, and now that we're in the 200%, well, he was never a good lead, right? Like, he was outdated upon release. But now that we're into this meta of the 200% leader skills, and you want to know what makes it clear that they have no intentions to go back? Let me just make sure I am in focus. Just so that for a fact they have no intentions of going back to 170s unless maybe LRs. We haven't gotten a summonable LR since the 7-year anniversary. So who knows? They might up LRs to like 4 key 170 like consistently or something along those lines. But when AGL Blue Vegeta had a leader skill, he finally got his leader skill EZA revealed, and he was giving 3 key 170 to Pure Saiyans. Pure Saiyans of all leader skills. Pure Saiyans. I knew it was like they're not going back to 170. So every leader skill from here on out, I would put money on is gonna have at least a 170% to two categories, and then the 30% to whatever that final category is. Now this tech Raditz, low class warrior, pure Saiyan Goku family, terrifying conquerors, and space traveling warriors. I think he'll introduce the Saiyan Saga category. I knew he was gonna introduce something. I don't know how I feel about him being the low class, or not, damn it, the Saiyan Saga leader, because I mean it has so many good super class units on it that Raditz isn't gonna link up well with. Like if they fully flush out this category, I mean he won't link well with say LR Krillin, not gonna link too well with the physical Kaioken Goku. He doesn't even really link that well with Nappa and Vegeta, which is what's really odd. You would think those three, the original three boss, like the juggernauts of early Dragon Ball Z would be great partners, and they're just not. They're not. So right here, 4 links are active. Guess it doesn't matter which way. Oh, all 7 links are active for STR Raditz though. Can't get him too many orbs. That sucks. What's his defense? 118, so much lower than we had seen that other time. Goku 128k defense. We got to keep them stacking. They're stacking way too slow for my comfort. Yeah, mediocre attack stats. No, if you don't remember what this tech Raditz does, attack and defense 100%. He gets 1 key and an additional attack and defense 100% when facing one enemy. So this whole time he's gonna of course have that. He gets an additional 50% attack, and he gets a 50% chance to crit when there's a Goku family or Namekian enemy. Not that crazy, right? It seems crazy, but then you give him, basic TUR like banner unit stats, and you see him go to work, and link sets aren't great. Or not his link set, excuse me. It's not that. So this is a weird thing with Raditz. He does not have a bad link set, but his stats are bad, and the way his links are, he does not have an elite linking partner. Like he himself is not elite, right? So you're not going to be running him on rotation and mad difficult content. But I do not mean to say his link set is poor. Raditz's link set is actually surprisingly good in today, especially with Saiyan lineage and Saiyan warrior race, being very prevalent nowadays. Going to do this. Before key, he's had 81k defense, after 129. Yeah, we should be able to run through this though. This is not giving us problem. LR Bardock is sitting in the back. He's just waiting for a reason, right, to go off. So we're chilling. We're chilling. The attack stats are terrible. I want to float the version Z Goku, but he's so, oh wow, look at you dodging. But he's so good. Like I don't want to miss a turn with him the way this is going, right? Like it's a very fluid run. 4.66 from Bardock, so we're getting held down on this end. The LR EZA Bardock is one of the most underspoken units since his EZA, his awakening, and I think he's really exceptional. But he's another unit, which is weird. He does not have an elite linking partner, like not somebody that goes 5 or 6 for links on with him. Even though you could link him up with certain Bardock units, like say Grade 8. I don't know how well him and Grade 8 Bardock would link up, but the Team Bardock links and stuff like that. We're gonna do. Oh, I'm goofy. I knew it would fall that way. Well, he still got 18, but I don't know. You can put him in between 2 Bardock type units to get Team Bardock and like those links active, and have 6 out of 7 active, something like that. But say Bardock and Guinea, right? Like they link well with him, and I like Bardock and Guinea. I actually think those, I mean, they're aged out now, but they were a really good TUR that nobody talked about. Nobody talked about. So it sucks the way that they aged out without ever getting acknowledged. They EZA with their active skill, people will have to talk about them. Their active skill is one of the most potent support active skills in the game. Nobody talks about it. Okay, so I mean, I don't really care for these transformations. His art is fire though. It's a really old art, but his art, look at this. His art actually looks really good for just the render. Obviously, hollow background is terrible, right? But the cracked armor from when Gohan hit him, and then the shoulder blade got cut up, like the shoulder pad got cut up. I like that. I like the way they did his art for, we don't really have anything to go off of with Raditz. He never actually transformed into a grade 8, right? Oh, speaking of, this is interesting. So I would assume he does. There's no way he doesn't, but since he's really not like this never happened, right? Raditz going grade 8 in the Saiyan saga. Huh. I wonder if he wouldn't. They try to keep him off of Saiyan Saga because there's certain, like, is it Gohan? There's certain, just across the game for that matter. There's certain units they're not exactly in the right spot, especially like some of those Buu Saga movie hero units. Certain units in the Future Saga, it's like first form LR Cell is obviously from the future. He's literally crawling out of his time machine, but yet he's not on the Future Saga. Very weird. It's stuff like that. They're quirky about categories. They're much better off than they used to be. There was a time they were keeping units off of categories and putting units on the categories, and it was a weird dynamic. I hated it so much. We didn't need a third turn. I know you're trying to be helpful. We did not need a third turn, brother. But yeah, it just, the dynamic is a bit weird between characters and categories if you're not exactly based on a certain moment in the series, right? I hope that makes sense. Come on, dog. Come on. You're doing nothing. This is the worst in-game mechanic, by the way. If you just don't ever remember, just know this is the worst in-game mechanic. It's so bad. So bad. Alright. I could transform AGL Bardock, but I'm gonna keep him stout. He's already at 266 day. I mean, it's turn 10, so I shouldn't be too proud of him. Heal back a little bit, and here we go. So once we beat Trunks right here, oh, if I knew the Dokkan attack was coming, I definitely would have gave it to the Tech Raditz. I know after this Trunks phase, the difficulty is gonna ramp up. So if we die, I'm not gonna be upset. I just wanted to use. I felt like this was a theme, right, for the next couple of weeks. It is probably gonna be low class warrior. Here we are now at 2.5 million. He has to crit. I kind of want that HP back. Oh, what? No, he does not. I'm proud of him. No, he did not have to crit. Wow. All right. Now I gotta make sure my rotations are. Yeah, Whis is a turn up. Whis does not play around, so I gotta be careful here. 280. We're gonna use Bardock's transformation. I probably should have used it. Yeah, it's whatever. I probably should have put the volume on and then let you guys hear it that way. His animation, this pose right here, it's a really weird style that they used for the art, and I love it. It's a very different style of, okay, 250k defense. He has his mitigation. There's no excuse for him to take a lot of damage here. A 2 million. I know it's like, I know I'm a Bardock stan. I am. But damn, bro. Like, come on, dog. Like, I can't do this anymore, man. It hurts my heart. It hurts to see you like this. Not in 2022, man. You can't be doing 2 million in 2022. He does raise his defense on super attack for those that don't remember anymore. He would be super effective if he was fighting an extreme class enemy. He has 3 key crit chance and dodge plus 18%, which is such a low number. It was always such a low number. Should have been much higher. Thank you for the 5.8 million, well, 5.7 million attack stat, physical Bardock. I love that out of you. It should have been much higher. It should have been, if you don't want to give him above 50, it should have been 40%, but it really could have been 50 or 60%. Well, crit and dodge, yeah, I'd say 50% is a fair split if you wanted him to age well, which he didn't at all, so it doesn't really matter. For 5 turns from the start of his first transformation turn, he launches an additional that has a high chance of becoming a super attack, and all attacks are crits if there's a Frieza family or a Wicked Bloodline, lineage of evil, Cold family, all that. category enemy. Oh, Goku, bro. I know you're trying. Thank you for dodging it, Whis. I hate additionals. He's trying to do something with it. Also, speaking of AGL Bardock so much, so lowly, let's talk about the revenge category. It does not get much help. But yo, I'm not saying it's a great team. It's not. It's like a 5 out of 10. But that team gets a new buff, like a new leader. Maybe we always say baby, but we can always go around like at different angles. I don't want it to be another super class enemy. I do think it could one day be a Broly. I feel like Dragon Ball Super Broly should be on here, but he's not. I get why he's not, but he was really just like Paris was living vicariously through Broly in his plans to get revenge on the Vegeta family, right? So it's whatever, I guess. But yeah, you could do Baby, Resurrection F Frieza. Garlic Jr. just got his CUR not even a year ago, so they're not going to touch Garlic Jr. He's finally in Dokkan, though. It's always nice to remember that, right? But there are some options here. Okay. Also, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock could get his EZA. He's really doing nothing for us. Like, I know he's trying, but I'm just sitting here disgusted. Uh he keeps additional supering, bro. Do these additionals when you're in your base state so you can stack defense. All right, back at it. I know I can beat this too. Now that we're at, see, Whis is a problem. Whis, I knew was gonna be a problem. I feel like I can get through Beerus. If I can get through Whis, I can get through Beerus. We're gonna have to use a snake. Yeah, Goku's defense is beyond low. Whis supers him, he's out of here. Definitely out of here. So we are going to see the attack sets are so low. For you to have the linking partner in him, and both of these Raditzes, like they average about link level 5 on each of them. Just come on, bro. Come on. Goku's of no help. It's so bad. It's so bad on this side, man. It's so bad. This is a 170% attack and defense lead, by the way. Bardock gives 4 key stats 170. This is not a weak leader skill by any means. I know HP 130 is outdated now, but I'm not hearing it. I'm not. Alright. This is fine. I'm going to use Goku's active skill versus Beerus. It's definitely the best situation. Because if he doesn't crit, it's not going to be useful. So I'm definitely going to do that. A 3.1 million attacks. That's much more tolerable. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Oh, you know what I'm paranoid of now? That Bardock will gas out on Beerus. Oh, that's dangerous. I might have transformed too early. But his damage felt necessary. A 3. Wow, look at you almost hitting a 4 million attack stat, brother. Thank you. But yeah, that's dangerous for the way Bardock is. Because he does lose his dodge after 5 turns from Super Saiyan. Since we are in that, like, I'm kind of in a desperate state, I'm definitely keeping physical Bardock on rotation. I'm going to try to, you know, kill Beerus before he kills us. That type of approach. We should be alright, though, for now. Because I will use an item if I have to. So I'm not... This team is too bad for me to be prideful. So I'm not withholding my items this run. I need you to crit, bro. I need you to crit. I need you to crit. Thank you. Alright, Beerus. Let's shake something. So this is going to be the last turn he has his abilities up. I'm going to put... If Beerus supers, it's more dangerous that it'll hit Super Saiyan. Or no, it's more dangerous it'll hit base form Bardock. So we're going to have to ride this one out. I am horrified. You know what? Yeah, I don't have a choice. I had the urge to float Bar AG Super Saiyan Bardock. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I have the urge to 295, bro. Oh, he lowers defense. It's so bad. I don't want to get through this whole run just to die. I'm gonna be kind of pressed. But yeah, the HP on this team is notably low. Like you're gonna feel it, especially as the game gets older. But yeah, I was gonna float him, but having Kid Goku on rotation with AGO base form Bardock, they don't link up at all. As you can see, that I'm not really going for that idea, so I'm just gonna leave it be. Transform the other Bardock next time I get to float AGO Super Saiyan Bardock. Okay, so I did say I was gonna use it right here. That's fine. Kaioken. Yeah, I knew if he didn't crit, it would not. It would not take off enough. That's what I was worried about against Whis. Huh. That. Playing a dangerous game. I am playing a dangerous game. Who am I more safe under? I'm gonna go with the Kyle can go. Am I? Nah, I'm gonna go with Bardock. I'm going to use a. I'm gonna use a Whis and a snake and a Whis, just to minimize any damage we take for the next 2 turns. I think that's fine. 11 orbs for Raditz is really good. Now I don't have to worry about him getting supered on that back end. So yeah, if I didn't do that, we'd be dead. We would have died. He still took 66k. Almost a 6 mil attack stat on this very bland team. Support helps EZA Bardock so much. It helps him so much. I love his design. .2. Okay, we have no excuse to not beat Beerus now. Y'all gonna do that? This is good. Okay. This is good. Now we have both Bardocks. I mean, with double mitigation, you know, from the item from the Whis too. There's no way he takes damage. They link well enough with the Raditz in either state to where we're fine here. Now I can float the worst one off because he's, like I said, he's gassed out. So I can float him off, not be worried about him. And we will beat this event. Wow, I am surprised. I am. I did not. I'm gonna be a buck with y'all. When Whis did a decent amount of damage, I was like, okay, we might die by Beerus. I know I said if I could beat Whis, I could beat Beerus, but I was just a little concerned, especially when Beerus hit us with that super attack. Here we are. Ain't no way in hell, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Oh, did he get his? He got his defense low. His defense is much lower than before. He got his defense lowered. Oh, he did, didn't he? Okay, we gotta do this. Yeah, cause he took 66k. Beerus was supering in that first slot so much, I had to make sure we get out of here. I enjoyed making this video. This is actually much, you know, more fun than I thought it was gonna be. This team gets used so rarely. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it for you. Consider checking out the channel if you made it this far. You know you gotta like the video, right? Just for do your boy a favor. No, I'm just playing, but if you did enjoy, please consider liking the video and checking out the channel. Hitman, it took me 27 minutes? Oh no, that's extra time from before the video started. Hitman is out.